Hello everyone, my name is Sierra Bice and this is my IDH 1001 in me video. One of the most important questions that people ask me nowadays is what do I want to do when I'm older? So as of right now, I really know that I love to help people and that I love music. So what I want to do is I want to become a music therapist, which combines the two and helps people through mental disorders or physical disability. And one of the most things that I'm passionate about is music, because that's kind of what inspires me and what helps me grow as an individual, and it's also kind of like my own therapy. How I define success is by giving your 100% to anything that you do. So if it's schoolwork, if it's a job, you always have to give your 100% in that. And even if you don't succeed in whatever you're doing, I still think that's success because you're learning and growing as an individual. The best thing about my life right now, I would say, are the opportunities that I'm actually getting at Miami-Dade. I'm realizing now that the professors that are at Miami-Dade and the clubs that Miami-Dade has, like everything that is in Miami-Dade is kind of my best opportunities right now. And I'm really learning a lot from everyone, and the support groups that are there, like the friends that I'm making, everyone there, they're very helpful and very sweet. The only thing that I could change about my life right now though would be probably the location of where I'm staying right now, just because there's a lot of traffic down here and I'm not much of a driver right now myself. So it's really hard for me to just like handle the driving and not be super stressful. So in my social and environmental skills, I would say I'm pretty open-minded with others that I don't know very well. So I do like to talk about political, cultural, religious topics with other people, and I do like to disagree because, you know, you can't always agree with people. You're not going to learn anything if you're always agreeing with others. So I do like to learn different viewpoints on things that maybe I've never thought of before. So that I really do like. I love those deep, meaningful conversations. Also, when I receive criticism of my academic work, I always follow up with the professor on what I can do to improve, because I feel like if you don't give your 100% in whatever you're doing, then you're not going to learn anything. So I'm also a perfectionist in that, and I have to have things like 100% or else I can't learn anything, I guess. So with that though, I do regularly check and respond to my email messages, because every single day there's something new that's going on, so I have to check that. I try to stay away from my phone unless it's like contacting people that I need to contact. I do the social media, but I try to like limit my time to like an hour a day, if that. So if I strongly dislike a person, I am usually able to work with them, but here's the thing, I don't really not like people. I don't like to make judgments about people I don't know at first, and I'm not really the type of person to hold a grudge, so I wouldn't see a reason to not like a person. I like everyone. Everyone's on a good level for me. So speaking of my studying classroom skills, I know that I've learned something when I can apply what I've learned to my own life and be able to grasp onto the concept and kind of take it into my own life and do whatever I want with it. Due to the fact that I am a perfectionist, as I mentioned earlier, I always proofread my work, and I always use as many tools to check my work as possible. So I will use, spell checking tools just so I can make sure my work is 100% perfect. I would say also my study space at home is well organized, but it's actually currently being built. Like, I'm building a desk and everything, and I'm getting the chairs set up, but I always like to keep it organized or else I cannot focus on anything. Like if there's a mess, I can't focus. And also I have to have quiet or at least some like classical music playing in the background, or else I can't focus either. I would say it doesn't really take me a while to learn new things as long as I'm engaged to what I'm learning and I can easily understand and easily connect it to my own life. And during class, I really do like to participate in discussions rather than sit back, because then you're just not having fun. You're not learning anything. You're not engaging yourself in the conversations. And, I would say I do have pretty good speaking skills and listening skills. I like to listen to people and I like to speak. My writing skills, I would say, are pretty good, but like everything can always be improved. I'm never 100% perfect. Lastly, I'm going to talk about my first 2 weeks in review. I would say the biggest difference between now and before the Honors College has been the people that I've surrounded myself with. Everybody here works their butts off to get good grades, and I really respect that out of the Honors College. But back in high school, people didn't really care. All they cared about was the social settings and the parties. I just really appreciate how people work just as hard as me here. And I'd say that's the one thing that's gone really well for me as I've been a student at Miami-Dade Honors College, because I feel more motivated to do my work and to do just as well as everyone else that's surrounded by me. So my biggest challenge though has been getting accustomed to Miami. I lived in Missouri, and Miami is completely different than Missouri, but you guys are way more fun. So it's a whole different setting. I'm learning from my friends how to speak Spanish, even though I know a little bit, but it's gonna get there. We're good. So I would say the most important thing that I want to learn and accomplish out of this class, out of IDH, is how to better communicate with other people. Already though, I've been learning a lot about understanding how to communicate well with others, and like all the activities that we're doing really does help to deepen my understanding of just simple conversations that people have, and how you can't always just talk, you have to listen, or you have to ask people questions. And that's something that I'm learning to do now as a student, so I think that's really helpful. I'm also committed to bringing my 100% to IDH on a regular basis, because I believe, like I said, you can't succeed without giving your 100% to anything that you do. So you always have to be 100% when it comes to learning. And I think it would be helpful for you all to know that I stress over the littlest things. So I wouldn't say I'm like always uptight or whatever, but I do like things to be perfect. So when they're not perfect, or when they're not going my way, like I can roll with it, I can ride the wave and whatever, but I do like things to go smoothly. So I do stress about that. But anyway, that's just a little something. So yeah, this is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Peace out. Bye.